Yo, right, I'll just tweet out on live because there's no fucker gonna be in here, so there's no point me speaking about what I want to speak about first. Um, Alan's in here. Refresh, Alan. One sec. Right, I'll fucking speak about. I want to speak about like Pogba at United in a second when people come back in. Yo, Mo says yes. Bellend, shut the fuck up, bruv. Donny says yo. Right, how are you guys? Like again, it's another Q&A. As the description says, we're moving consistent, baby. Fuck knows. My class just finished. I hope you're having a good day. 5 people in here already, you know. Right, I'm going to speak about my opinion on Pogba first to start with. Now, undeniably, Pogba is one of the best midfielders in the world, obviously. There's obviously been a lot of talk about him over the past week, but it's fucking... It's like if he signed a contract to be on £500,000 a week, £500,000 a week he'd be on. Bear that in mind. Keep that in mind. So, does he perform consistently enough for £500,000 a week? We've got to take that into account. No, he doesn't. Is it his fault why he's not performing consistently? Some of it is, some of it isn't. Is it his fault that his agent is always coming out and talking? Yeah, it is, because his everything goes through his agent, goes through him. Let's be honest about that. So his agent is a headache. The fact that he's not consistently performing is a headache. The fact that he slows our play down is a headache. Now, I think no hard feelings unless you go to City or Liverpool and fucking fuck you. Do you know what I mean? But go just like I've had it with Pogba now. Like I'm done with Pogba. There was a point where I thought we would not be okay without Pogba. I've been forming this opinion myself over the past, I'd say, month or two. And it's very sort of like wishy-washy, like sort of, I don't know how to explain it. Sort of it's very sort of mix and match, I would say. Pogba can change my mind if he did something special throughout this season. When I say special, you've obviously got to ask what's the criteria for special, because some people just say if he does something special. If he was a key part to us winning the Champions League or the Premier League, then in my opinion, he should stay. I'm not slandering Pogba. I can see people saying in the chat, stop slandering Pogba. I'm not slandering him. I think it's just best that he goes. Hold on. Right. So let's say what Donny's saying here. Does any of our players perform consistently though? Only Bruno's numbers are consistently, to be honest. I would argue that, especially last season, obviously he's not played that much so far. I would argue that Rashford is very consistent. And it's not just that. And I know people say, oh, you've got to have more than effort. For example, people say McTominay and Fred are just passion merchants. But when they're not putting in the effort and the passion, you're sort of looking at it and you're thinking, this guy don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So with Pogba, you're sort of saying he's not really putting the effort in. He's not really doing this, doing that, getting involved, doing this, doing that, like fucking fighting for every ball. Now, I'm not saying that McTominay and Fred are good enough, or Van der Beek shouldn't be playing more, etc. Just in the conversation of Pogba, I think he's just an unnecessary issue in the squad right now. I've thought this since the start of the season. Obviously, he had a few good games at the start and then sort of dropped off. MZ says, bro, how do you get over someone? Need advice? Well, seeing as it's a Q&A, obviously I wouldn't normally answer this question, but seeing as it's a Q&A, time, probably just time. I know you're sort of struggling. I was supposed to, I was planning to meet you tomorrow, but I can't really. But it's fucking just time. Like it sounds so stupid because I used to hate being told time heals everything, but time does heal everything. Like, obviously lean on people that you're close with, etc. But time heals a lot. Be around your family and around your loved ones a lot. It's time, bro. Obviously, I know you in real life, so I can speak. Like, say if someone else answered this question, I could probably only say a certain number of things. Whereas I know you in real life, you can message me, etc. Do you know what I mean? You're all right. Again, nice vibes, mate. So far from the day. Thanks, mate. I hope you're all right. I hope you're all right. Start with Pogba slander, lad. Thoughts on Conte becoming Spurs manager? I would say it's a very good appointment. As much as we like to take the piss out of Spurs with no trophies and they're just always there or thereabouts, etc. It's a very good appointment from them. They should have given him the money in the first place. I think he's on 455 grand a week. Should have given him that in the first place. However, they didn't. So they've had to go through that struggle of getting their fifth choice manager, then going again, and then getting Conte. So it's going to take a long time to rebuild. I don't think he'll do well instantly if he does well at all. If Cavani played more, he would be more consistent. Again, yeah, Cavani's another player who puts like a shift in every game, and you don't see Pogba doing that every game. I'm also going to speak about the defense in a second as well when I've read this comment. Rashford also has consistent numbers, but a lot of our players are frustrating to watch. I wouldn't disagree with letting Pogba go, to be fair. Oh, yeah, no, Donny, I completely agree with you. Obviously, our players are all of our team is frustrating to watch most of the time. Right, I'm going to point something out here, which I've noticed over the past. I'd say since we lost to Aston Villa at Old Trafford, and with the defense. So let me just move back so I can give you an example. So say my hand is just the defense as a unit, my two hands. When the other team are on the attack, our defense seems to switch like this and start going in circles. Whereas Liverpool's defense, I'm just going to give an example of Liverpool's because obviously I watched them last night and I'm saying we don't do that. Our defense, their defense stays in shape. Now, the other day when we were playing against Atalanta, I was like, why do you keep doing that? Like, why can't you just stay in shape? I'm not denying that De Gea made a massive mistake. Not denying that at all. But we should never have been in that situation. You had Maguire over here, you had Wan-Bissaka over here, you had Shaw over here. You've got players swaying to one side. So in my opinion, that's a coaching issue. Like there's definitely a coaching issue there. Now, I don't know the answer. I'm not a tactician. I'm not a coach. But why can't you just stay? Like Donny says, we have no structure. You've just put it perfectly. Why can't you just stay in your position, stay in shape, don't move? Why are you moving here, there, and everywhere? Like it's frustrating to talk about. I'm not ranting. I'm just sort of saying, what are you doing that for? Like, surely that's a coaching issue because you don't see other teams doing that. You like, I watched Liverpool last night, and you're like, and I hate to compare us to Liverpool in the sense of like saying, oh, they're better than us in anything. I don't want them to be better than us in a fucking game of cards. Do you know what I mean? But they are. In this sort of sense of what I'm talking about here. They're just staying in position. Now you can move forward as a unit, you can move back as a unit, you can move side to side as a unit. But don't come here, there, and everywhere. Like, you've got players moving out of position here, there, and everywhere. What you doing? Like, why are you moving out of position? Where are you going? Like, stay in your shape. Because I'm pointing this out a few months ago, actually. Like, I think it was before the Europa League final, like quite a while ago now. Our team seems to get very, like, when we're struggling in a game, we seem to get in a very messy situation and we're struggling and no players in position. Everything's sticky. We can't string a pass together. It's all looking like we're struggling and like everything, like the flow of the game isn't there. And I think that's a coaching issue that's got to be solved. Sorry, let me move forward. I just had to explain that because I was sort of having a conversation with my uncle about that when I was watching the Atalanta game, and I kept thinking, why do you keep doing that? It don't make sense. Varane, a big miss. Ollie to be sacked after Man City game because we can't keep clean sheets without Varane. I won't be surprised if we fucking beat City. Obviously, I want us to beat City. I want us to batter them 5-0, 6-0. Like, do you know what I mean? I want us to beat them as hard as we possibly can. It's obviously going to be a tough game. I've seen some rumours. I don't know whether it's true that De Bruyne was injured. However, I know he played last night. Yeah, I don't know if it's true or not. But obviously, Varane put in a monster performance against Spurs. And then obviously, it was quite annoying that he had to go off against Atalanta. Maguire doesn't know the offside trap. I don't think any of our players do. Without Varane, we are going to be slaughtered by City. I don't think we will be. See, if you're asking me who am I going to play against City, I'm going to play McFred, or McTominay and Fred with that back five, where McTominay is a bit more box to box. let's just say, for example, Pogba played against City. Again, this is an issue because you're saying Pogba could put in that performance that he put in against Atalanta, which is a 3 out of 10 performance, or he could put in a 9 out of 10 performance. But more often than not, he's going to put in around a 5 out of 10 performance, and he slows the play down. And because he's such a good player, and just in case he has a good game, the other team have got 3 players around him, which restricts us anyway. So I feel like it. Rather than just basing our team around one player, you've got to base it around the whole team. And for me, it's just not going to work out with Pogba, in my opinion. We've been beating City for fun. Again, Ollie seems to have Pep Guardiola's number, and I don't know why that is, how that is, but fuck no, like God knows, Ollie seems to have Pep Guardiola's number. I am going to try and stop swearing as much. I know I swear too much. I did point that out last week or the other day. I'm going to try and stop swearing as much. It's pain watching them and supporting them. It is. They don't make life easy for us to support them, and they don't make life easy for themselves as a team. It's like, oh, why do you do this to us? Why do you like to torture us like this? It's awful. But yeah, hold on. Mo says, "My G." Oh, I hope it gets better, mate. It will do some point. Again, like the only advice I can give you is time, and just spend time around your loved ones, mate. I need to make a Photoshop edit as well at some point before Monday for college. Need to do like a motivational thing for Mind. I think it's men's international mental health service, not mental disorder, something. It's something to do with like mental health and stuff like that. So I've got to make a motivational thing. We are a cycle of going behind and making a comeback again. I don't know why that is. It's very frustrating that we're like that, because it's like, why do you need to go 1-2-0 down to wake up? What's the issue there? Conceding too many and not scoring quick enough. Yep. But we seem to. I don't know what the issue is. Like, obviously, I wish I had the answer. I literally don't have the answer. And none of us in this chat have the answer. If Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, a qualified UEFA coach with like UEFA licenses, etc., and coaching badges, doesn't have the answer, none of us are. Like I was saying in my podcast the other day, tactics are in play in every single minute of the game. We're just not noticing it. There's a pattern of play or a formation or a tactic in play in every single minute with every single pass and every single move. We just don't notice it all. It's just like football to us. It is just football. Do you know what I mean? But that's why that's what I'm saying. We are not tacticians. Do you think Ollie will be sacked soon? I don't. I don't think he will. However, he should have been sacked after that game the other week, the Liverpool game. However, I don't think he will. And the only option with him not being sacked, the only option I have, especially as going to the game, is to back him. CFC Freddy, you are a goat, mate. Honestly, one of the best accounts I've ever interacted with. You're so like the word beginning with H, but also you're just funny, man. Like proper funny. How are we? I'm good. I woke up with a headache today, but I keep doing that, waking up with headaches. But I'm good. I'm kind of annoyed that Snapchat keeps going down and Twitter keeps crashing on my phone. It's either something wrong with my phone or something wrong with the apps, or something's going wrong on my phone or something. www. Of course, bro. Of course, man. Like I see. I see. It seems like a wind you up, but I don't mean to wind you up. It's obviously all jokes. Like again, proper goat, man. The fact I hope you. It sounds stupid though, but the fact that you're not a big account allows you to do and say the things you say. So I hope you don't get that much bigger without sounding like horrible. Ready? Everyone's gassing up Freddie here now. My Snap and Twitter are okay. God knows what's going on with mine then, because like I had to go off Wi-Fi. It might be my Wi-Fi because I had to go off. I tried to tweet something, it wouldn't let me tweet, and I thought I got banned. So I went off Wi-Fi, went on 4G, texting in the group chat. I've just been banned, and I hadn't. And then I went on Snapchat. I was waiting for a reply from a mate, and I got a reply, but it said like 20 minutes ago. However, I didn't receive the notification, so I don't know whether something's wrong with my Wi-Fi or something's gone wrong. Something can't be wrong right now though, because I'm obviously live on YouTube. Let's scroll up here now. No Van der Beek slander. Of course, nah, he did well the other day when he came on. I can be I'll be live for like an hour as long as you guys are asking questions, etc. I had obviously I was advised to sort of speak about one specific thing for when I start the stream. So I decided to speak about two things that were sort of like not playing on my mind, but like when I'm watching football, when I'm watching United, I'm thinking, why do we do that? Like I don't understand. So yeah, obviously I had to speak about that defense thing. I spoke about it briefly on the podcast the other day, which I did with CFC Fads. Van der Beek having a baby. Yeah, I saw that. Funny story. I put in the group chat. I wonder what Dennis would think. Obviously, Dennis Bergkamp, because Van der Beek's with Dennis Bergkamp's daughter. And someone from the group chat, I'm not going to name who it was like bare confused because he didn't understand who, he didn't know that finger. He didn't know. Sorry, what was I going to say? He didn't know that Van der Beek was with Bergkamp's daughter, so it was confusing. But congratulations to him, obviously. If Ollie goes, who do you think you will get? If Ollie goes, who would I get? Ten Hag. I don't know enough about him tactically. I'm not going to start tweeting saying, "Oh, this is what he does. This is him," etc. I did tweet last night. I put out a very sort of reactionary tweet saying this Ajax team could win the Champions League, and maybe they could, like low key. But I would get Ten Hag. However, I think we will get either Gareth Southgate or Pochettino. I think because Ten Hag seems to be we would have to pay 30 million to buy him out of his contract for a start. And he seems to be a very attractive name, and sort of a name that a lot of people respect. And we tried that with Mourinho. We tried that with Van Gaal, and it didn't work for the Glazers. They came out against the Glazers. So I'm just thinking from the Glazer point of view, what is your snap? I don't give him a snap out, mate. It's nothing personal. I just don't give it out to most people. I wouldn't give it out on here anyway. Like if I would give it out, it would be on private DM, but I just don't give it out to most people. Yeah, and there's a reason for that. I'd just rather keep that private. I've got things, do you know what I mean? I've got like Twitter that's public, but not this, not Snapchat rather. Do you know what I mean? The England squad came out today, didn't it? I'm not even seeing it. Well, I've seen it briefly, but I've just completely like, I don't really care. Like, we're gonna win anyway, aren't we? We're gonna qualify, so I don't really care. I'm just trying to get more people in here. Let me just put the link in my Snapchat so when that people have fucking thing. Alan, there's a reason why I blocked you. It wasn't because I was being horrible. I blocked you because you kept messaging me day after day after day after day, like every single day. When like I was going through something. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if Trent was in it. Kind of not actually looked at it properly. Cody and Mings over tomorrow. Don't fucking go with Southgate finished. Southgate's so weird because I was saying in the group chat that, I mean, he says he picks players over like on based on like, how do I explain it? Based on form, and he doesn't, like, he did the opposite. He did it with Trippier like in the summer. He's done it with Cody and Mings here now. So it's like really weird. Sancho and Lingard didn't make it. I can understand that because they haven't played much. Who do you think is going to win the 2022 World Cup, and why is it France? Do you know what, Donny? I don't think it is going to be France. I'm glad you've actually brought this up, actually, because it's a very interesting topic. I meant to bring it up in Twitter Spaces at some point. I'm very excited for the World Cup. Obviously, I'm not going to get into all the political issues with it and stuff like that. But with the World Cup being during Christmas, I love Christmas so much. Like, especially over the past since last year, like the build up to Christmas last year, when obviously COVID was like around, well, it still is around, but when COVID was sort of rife everywhere, I sort of really started to appreciate it and appreciate family and stuff like that. So I love Christmas, and the fact that World Cup is going to be on over Christmas, oh my days, like I can't wait. Um, I actually think I think it's going to be Italy. I think the final will be England versus Italy again, as it was in the Euros. Um, I do think it will be Italy because I think they just look really good, and there's no doubt that Mancini will want to go with them to that World Cup and see what he can do, like he's just done, like he just won the Euros. Trent is in. I think it's Argentina. Argentina. I don't think Argentina would win it. Obviously, you've got Messi, who's obviously still world class. No matter what people say, he's still one of the best. So it's gonna be mad. It's gonna be a mad World Cup. I can't wait for it. England all the way. San Marino gonna win it. Bet your house on it. Yeah, of course, man. Also, I'd rather Portugal win than England, my country. So Ronaldo has a World Cup. I wouldn't mind that kind if England did win it. I would always choose England to win it. It would be party time. Obviously, none of us in this chat would have been, especially people from England, would have been sort of around in '66 when we won it. So it would be party time in this country. It was nearly party time with the Euros, but it would be even more party time with the World Cup. Lampard would low-key be a sick England manager. He plays good attacking football, which is what we need. Come on, England. I don't think so. I don't agree. I think Graham Potter will be great for this fucking for this England team. The attacking football, how he utilizes his attack, is amazing. I know people in this chat are gonna go mad at me for mentioning Graham Potter's name, but I think he would be great for this team to utilize the attacking options that we have. World Cup in Christmas, family gonna cook me. I can't wait, man. Honestly, it's gonna be amazing. England always get an easy path. We do seem to generally get an easy path, yeah. But Sophie, I've just seen you say talk about Goldbridge on stream. It'll be interesting. I'm not gonna start sending subliminal shots on stream. I want Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard, fucking Gerrard, mate. I'm from Liverpool. From Liverpool, mate. I want some chicken and chips. You want some chicken? That accent is awful. Nah, I don't know enough about Gerrard. I know obviously he manages Rangers. As a manager, I don't know enough about Gerrard to say, oh yes, he should manage. He should manage England. Pottersexual. I'm not a Pottersexual. I agree though. Potter will be perfect for England. Yeah, of course, man. Like, oh, now I'm excited. Like that football. I know. Like, I don't know if you watch HITC Sport, but the Irish guy, he said, like, how do I explain it? He said like football hipsters only football hipsters like Potter. I disagree. I really like him. That's actually fair enough, to be fair. One of my teachers used to know Potter, but he's a worst history teacher. But if you actually look at Graham Potter himself, he looks like a history teacher, Freddie. So it might have been a history teacher in the past. Just keep getting your questions in. Let me thumbs down that finger. Fuck it hell. I've just seen one of my mates has got food poisoning. Hope you're all right. Jesus Christ. I remember I had it. Obviously it's not like seriously bad, but when you're being sick and that, Potter's the teacher, teaching the history of this. Don't be ratioing people in my live chat, Freddie. I know my live chat as the goats, as people who can have a genuine discussion about anything rather than just screaming Ollie out in a live chat or screaming Ollie in a live chat. Ever watched Flash, the Flash TV series? No. At first when I saw Flash, I thought you meant the advert where it goes Flash. That one, but nah, it's not that one. I've never watched it. No. One TV series that I've been rewatching is Bad Education. I've never finished it again now, but great TV series, man. Great TV series. Let me just reply to this message. Just as again, I've just found out my mate's got fear poisoning. I honestly should be supporting England as that's where most of my family are from. But Ales Lebu's France. Oh, wait, how did you do that? Like, I'm pointing at you. See me pointing at something here. I'm pointing at the screen. Like when you say Ale Le Blues, and then at the end when it says FR, it's like in a different font. I've never known how to do that in a YouTube live chat. I honestly should be supporting England because that's where I'm from. Nice, man. Do you know what? I'd love to learn how to speak French. I love like the accent. It's like le bleu, like sacre bleu. Like it's like so like smooth. Like rather than just saying, oh, like you're like our kid, like me, like proper Manchester. Do you know what I mean? Oh my God, Freddie! I've just seen what you've just said on Twitter. French flags. Oh, is it the French flag? Ah, right. Oh, right. Because it comes up as FR on my chat. Well, on my screen, that's what it comes up as. Let me just reply to this message. Making sure my mates all right. I don't know how I pass French. I didn't do French in school. Again, I went to a pupil referral unit, so I didn't do much. Mainly the lessons that I did were year 10 and 11. I chose business, drama, food tech. I can't even remember the others, to be fair. But with food tech, there's an interesting thing about food tech. So, like, I really would love, like, I'd like to know how to cook and stuff like that, or just like generally, but well, not know how to cook, but I'd like to have passed that exam. But for some reason, with my ADHD, it gave me like a sort of mental block in there. Like, I sort of struggled in that class, so I gave up in the end. French is easy. Again, I literally never did French, even like in year 7 to 9 when you have to do it. Obviously, I weren't there. Do you know what I mean? I was at like pupil referral unit. I gained a lot of followers yesterday on Twitter, by the way. I lost like 10 today, but I lost 9 today, but I was on 1,291 yesterday when I woke up, and now I'm 1,342. So that's quite a lot. A lot of it is game season, but still. Just keep getting your questions in. I lost 40 over 2 weeks. It's when I'm gonna give like some of you as well have been looking at my Twitter and thinking, what the hell is this guy doing? Why is he retweeting this? Why is he retweeting this? Like over the past when people are like annoyed and depressed about United or whatever, I'm trying to sort of retweet. Like, I've followed the topic funny tweets, so I'm trying to sort of retweet things that are nothing to do with football. That are like, oh, that's a relatable tweet. That's a funny tweet. That's a good tweet. Rather than just tweeting just so much depressing shit about United, I'd love to sort of I love to sort of try and bring people up. Keep losing followers. People mustn't be a fan of my awesome tweets. We know why you keep losing followers, man. Especially as it's November. Yeah, we know why you keep losing followers, Freddie. Let me retweet your tweet. Someone else wait. Someone quote tweet. Got a quote tweet. Who quote tweeted it, Freddie? I can't see the quote tweet. Is it a private quote tweet? Who quote tweeted your tweet? Thoughts on dogs? I've told this story before, but well, it's not really a story. It's just I'm very, 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 very scared of dogs. I can look at like you know how some people have like a phobia of something and they can't even look at a picture of it or anything like that. Like they can't even look at a picture or they can't see it on TV, for example. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with seeing dogs on TV, seeing dogs like that, this, that, and the other. And I'm a lot better than I used to be with the fear. However, it's not the fear of them biting. Well, it is the fear of them biting me, but it's more the fear of them jumping up as well or just being near me. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is. It's like some people are scared of spiders, but I'm scared of dogs. I really wish I wasn't because most of my family have got dogs, and I wish I could go round a lot more. November got me acting up to. Fair enough, man. I can see, man. I can see your tweets. Dogs, they're cute. Do you know what? Actually, again, another good story. I love waffling with these stories, but when I see a video of a dog, like on sort of like a cute dog, or like when I know some dogs are quite intelligent. If that sounds, I don't know if that sounds stupid or not. Some dogs are quite intelligent and stuff like that. So when I see stuff like that, I'm like, that is genuinely sick. Like I love that. I like that is madness. Do you know what I mean? That is a madness. But with dogs in real life, it's a no for me. Probably my biggest fear. My second biggest fear, well, maybe my joint biggest fear with that is having the falling dream where where you're falling and you feel like you can't control it. It's awful. Small dogs and menaces. Mine bites me as a toy. Oh, I just hate all dogs. Well, I don't hate all dogs. I don't hate any animal. I'm just scared of all dogs. Obviously, would never wish anything on them or anything like that. And one of my favorite comedians, Ricky Gervais, he's big on like animal, like sort of fighting against animal cruelty. So obviously, that I would love to sort of help with that, although I wouldn't go near any dogs. I don't know. It's very hard. I might speak about it on another stream, like a full explanation as to how I'm a lot better than I used to be around them. However, I still wouldn't choose to be around them. I've had like certain therapies and stuff like that. I even had like I got trialed with a new therapy and a new type of therapy that only got founded on the year that I got trialed with it. Which is kind of mad when you think about like that. That's kind of mad when you think about it. That therapy got thingy. Dog streaming coming. Absolutely not, kind. Absolutely not. If that happened, do you know what? If that happened, I'd be expecting like that. The amount of surprises like that will bang in views with my family. Like everyone will be sharing it because everyone with my family and who knows my family knows I'm shit scared of dogs. Won't go anywhere near. So it will bang in views. Like I know certain members of my family watch these streams, but certain don't. So it would definitely bang in views. For a certain price, I would do something like that. Let's say someone offered like 10 grand, I'd do something like that. Who's your most hated player and why is it Pigeon Merchant Richarlison? My most hated player is Foden. I feel like he's so overrated for a start. I don't like looking at his face. He's got like a face where it's like, I want to punch him sort of thing. But like, I don't know. It'd have to be Foden or Suarez. I can't stand Suarez, obviously, for what he's done, what he did to Evra. He's literally like biting people. You love Richarlison. Least favourite player is Alberto Moreno. Shaq's in this chat. He agrees with you, Alan. Obviously, you were literally just in that space that we were in, like half an hour ago or whatever it was. My most hated player is if you were to ask me who's my most loved player, I'd have to say Rashford. I was actually thinking about something before, actually. Now, I don't normally buy the shirts. Obviously, I've got this shirt because it was a special occasion on getting Ronaldo. However, I don't normally buy the shirts. I'm normally like, I don't want to give the Glazers more money than they already do. However, I think because of how much Rashford's done, especially over the last year, forcing governments to change, etc., I think I would have to get Rash. I think I would like sort of feel like I would love to get. I would love to get a United shirt with Rashford on the back, like loads and loads of him, like every year. Foden, Mount though. I agree with you. Wait, no, I don't agree with that at all. I thought you were saying Mount is better than Foden. Nah. Mount's underrated, man. People say Mount's overrated, but in my opinion, he's underrated. I hate Aguero. Oh yeah, I can't stand Aguero. Freddie. I mean, Freddie said Shaq doesn't know ball, I'm afraid. I hate Aguero because of kinetic punch. You know what? He's actually, in my opinion, he's a good account. He's the greatest young talent, and why is it Kylian Mbappe? It is Kylian Mbappe, Donny. You're exactly right. He's if you look at Haaland, I'm no denying that Haaland is a bloody robot. And when I say robot, I'm not talking about Rift AFC on Twitter. I'm talking about a real life robot, a goal scoring machine. He's got like 44 goals in 46 games, not including assists. However, with Mbappe, he literally was a key part to to France winning the World Cup at 18 years of age. Like, literally a key part at 18. Can you imagine? Like, I'm 18. Can you imagine me being a key part to winning, to fucking England winning the World Cup at age 18? That would be mental. Kean rates Mount WWW. Of course, man. Of course I rate Mount. Donny goated. I love Kinetic Kun. He's so sound, but he's a fraud. He follows me, so I'm not commenting on him. Someone who did follow me, who I just mentioned as well, that Rift AFC, is it? The one who gets called a robot all the time. He did follow me, and then he unfollowed me, but I feel like he's a great account. I am going DM for a surprise one. Don't be DMing Freddie for a surprise. You've got no idea what it'll be. I won't DM him for a surprise. I don't know what it'll be. Freddie, do you know what? But obviously, I don't actually know what you look like, or like I don't know you in real life. But you seem like you'd be a great person to have as a podcast guest. So if you do want to come on the podcast, and I'm still looking for a guest next week, genuinely DM me. Like no joke, you seem like you'd be a great person to come on the podcast. Alan says I don't rate Martial. No, I don't either. Do you know what? Martial's ability is unreal. He's unreal. But like, let me give an example of Duvan Zapata, who we just had a nightmare playing against. Obviously, he plays for Atalanta. Let me give an example of Michail Antonio. Let me give an example of Callum Wilson. These three examples alone it's a very sort of look like some of them are similar. They're not really though. But the one thing they are similar in is they work very hard. They work their asses off all game long. They work their ass off, running about all game. That's what makes them a nightmare to play against, or part of it. Martial doesn't run all game. He's not doing this all game. He's not moving all game. And you think some goals that we score, and you think that Martial, he wouldn't have got in that position, or he wouldn't have worked that hard, or he wouldn't have done this, he wouldn't have done that. So I feel like it's a very sort of situation where if he worked a lot harder, he would be great, but he doesn't work hard enough. He doesn't work hard enough at all, and he offers absolutely nothing when he doesn't work hard enough. Mbappe is the best youngster in the world. Yeah, I agree with you. My profile picture is me. What are you? Are you N'Golo Kante? Yeah. You kind is the definition of goal. No Martial slander. I'm just giving my opinion, Danny. I'm not actually I'm not saying, oh, he's shit or this, that, and the other. I'm just like giving a constructive opinion. One Radiant, one goated. Martial is the United Mbappe. No, I disagree with that kind. I massively disagree with that. What do you think we should do with Pogba? Mbappe works harder. Yep, he does. What do you think we should do with Pogba? Right, I mentioned this at the start of the stream, but now Sam has just come in. I'm going to give my opinion. Again, he's got to go. We should have sold him last summer, but he doesn't. He's an unnecessary issue. His agent's a headache. He's a headache. He don't work hard enough. He'll drop a consistently 4 out of 10 performance when he's capable of dropping 12 out of 10 performances. Do you know what I mean? He's like undoubtedly one of the best players in the world on his day, but he's got to go. Like the other day was the final straw with me for Pogba. I'm not saying the whole team didn't play shit, but with Pogba, he's worth so much, and he's beyond so much money if he signed that contract. He's got to go. He's got to go and pave way for someone like a Yori Tielemans, like maybe I don't know how to pronounce his name properly, Aurelien Tchouameni or something like that. It's something similar to that, but he's got to go in my opinion. He's just an unnecessary issue in the squad. I can't put up. I've had it with him. That's all I can say. I've had it with him. I'm not ranting. I've had enough. Like there was a point where I thought we'd be fucked without Pogba. Our squad would be done out without Pogba. But now I think we'd be all right. Sell Pogba, he has to go. But I wish we bought Goretzka. Oh yeah, getting like great players off Bayern Munich is always going to be a struggle though. For example, with Schweinsteiger, great player, however, coming towards the end of his career, that's how we managed to get him. Martial could have been world class, but Mourinho destroyed him and only got him back to his best, and then he dipped as soon as his competition came in. In the striker position. Yeah, I agree. But Donny, even when Martial was scoring them goals, I always thought he didn't work hard enough. He wasn't this player where, like, I can understand why people like sort of like what you would call stan him or like rep him on Twitter or whatever. But I can't. There's something about him where he's just not that player where what people think he is. In my opinion, that's obviously my opinion. And a lot of people will disagree. Again, I'm not sure how to pronounce the name. Tchouaméni, Tchouaméni is a cold baller. Again, I've not seen enough of him, but I would hope that Tchouaméni, I'll call him Tchouaméni, or Tielemans, or an Ndidi, or a Declan Rice, all these sorts of players wouldn't come in and cause a headache like Pogba does. Already, that's not in his game, though. I agree, Donny, that that isn't in his game. However, the fact that that's not in his game, whether that's his fault or not, it just doesn't suit us and our style of play. Question for Football Obsession: why is CFC Freddy such a fraud? That is an L, Joe. I know I've got a feeling your kinetic cunners. I've just seen your notification pop up on my phone, like that you're sort of interacting with Freddie, and it was mentioned with me. You're both goats. I know you're a City fan. That makes you more of a fraud, but you're both goats. Don't be starting all this in my chat, Freddie. You're finished and ratio and all this. Please don't. I think it's time to admit Ruben Loftus Cheek around my eye. All right. Of course, nah, not really. Tchouaméni. Okay, Tchouaméni. All right. Okay. Right, I'll have to get used to saying that now because obviously I'm looking at his name and to me it can be pronounced so many different ways. It can be Tchouaméni or Chouamini or do you know what I mean? So Tchouaméni. Okay, Tchouaméni. Now it sounds like I'm proper mank though. Do you know what I mean? Tchouaméni. Like, but well, I guess I'm proper mank. You know what I mean? So who does he actually play for? Again, I don't know that much about him. Let me check. I'll check on Footbin. Monaco. He plays for Monaco. How old is he? He's 21. 2000. It's mad seeing that these players were born like maybe a year or two more than me. Like a year or two before me or whatever. It's mad like thinking, oh, Ras, I'm nearly as old as him, or I'm even older than him. Like for example, like City's Cole Palmer. Like I don't know. For me, I find it mad thinking, rah. Prediction for the derby. I'm going to predict United to win. I'll never predict United to lose. I'll predict 3-1 to us. I seem to go 3-1 a lot these days because I don't think we're going to keep a clean sheet and we have a great attack. But I'll predict 3-1 to us. It would be a massive win if we could win. We'd be level on points with you if we could win. That would be great. So you beat City, and then you got into the international break level on points with City, and then you go beat Villarreal away. Again, it's not looking so bad after all. After that, is it? Despite that terrible loss, yeah, he plays for Monaco. Can see Freddie and Donny saying, of course, it's going to be a tough game. Of course, it's going to be a tough game for both sides. City are on the best possible form, are they? Let's be honest. And I know some of your fans aren't sort of happy with the performances. From certain players, for example, Jack Grealish and Sterling. I've never really understood why your fans don't rate Sterling. And I know he's a United fan, but I would take Sterling. Well, I wouldn't now. I would not take Sterling now, but if Rashford weren't there, I'd take Sterling. I would not. If you asked me, would I take prime Messi over Rashford? I wouldn't not because Messi, not because he's better, but because Rashford is such a good fit for our club and loves our club. That's going to get clipped up. That I've just realised. I have to wake up early Saturday for the derby game. What time do you have to wake up for your time, Donny? I know you've told me the time difference between UK and where you are a few different times, but I can't actually remember. 2-1 to us. Again, I take 2-1. Alan, can I just ask you? I know you're a United fan, so how come your profile picture is Salah? I always wonder that. Pep will be fraudulent and won't play centre back. Ollie masterclass pending. I hope so. I bloody hope so. I rate Sterling, but not Peelish. A slinger. Bloody hell. Yeah, of course. He's a good player. Like, they're both good players, aren't they? Let's be honest. They're both good players. Grealish was just never worth £100 million. And I said this on the video of me reacting. Remember, like, I don't know if you guys will remember. I think Donny might. Obsession Reacts when I used to react to things and pre-record the videos and put them on. It was a proper stress that 7:30 a.m. So you're 5 hours behind. Oh, I'd struggle getting up at that time and being hyped for it. You know what I mean? Like wake up at 7:30 a.m. Like you see me, I've got headaches and stuff like that because I like the picture. Fair enough. 2-1 towards United fan repping Salah. Kind. You're a United fan and you were repping City for a few weeks, so let's not have arguments in this chat. Another story here. I've decided to sell my PlayStation. Definitely, it's likely that I could be selling it to someone like that's related to me. Might be around £500 to £550. I know I could go for more. However, I'm like obviously selling it to someone who's related to me, etc. I allow it, fam. Yeah, of course. And bloody hell, I try not to say fam because we're from Manchester. Do you know what I mean? It's bro. It's not fam. We're not from London. Not there's anything wrong with being from London, but I was playing the academy and got free tickets, repped it for a week. Yeah, fair enough. Who is it you rep now? Is it? I sort of want to say, is that Kane Musa? I assume you'll know who Kane Musa is. It might not be Kane Musa though. Kane Musa is actually related to my next door neighbour. Yeah, so I'm. Another story here. So I've not been to the gym in around a month now because I was ill, and then I just got better. I was gonna. You rep Ronaldo? No, on here on YouTube. I mean, on YouTube, not on Twitter right now. Yeah, I've not been to the gym for about a month. I was ill, and then I just got better. So I was planning to go the week that I got better, and then I felt ill again. And then my uncle sort of got ill, so we had to have a COVID test, and we were waiting for the results. And one thing just led to another, and we've not been gym for about a month after going consistently. So we're gonna start going again today at the gym at 20 to 6. If we lose, I'm going to ask a random girl to be my girlfriend. Don't just ask any random girl to be your girlfriend. You got to wait for the right one. Like, imagine you're just stuck with a random girl like that you don't like or something like that. Oh, John Jones. Is this the kind that supports Man City? He's just giving an explanation, Donna, to be fair. We were all confused at one point with kind as to why he started repping City. But I just sort of left it alone because I thought, fuck it, I can't be arsed with any more arguments. I should really link my Twitter in this description, shouldn't I? I'm just scrolling up the chat. It's been active today, the chat. It was a confusing week. I can't lie. Very confusing. Headed the ball away a couple too many times. I can imagine. Also, brainwashing you at bloody. I don't even know what their training facility is called now. It was at was like, oh, I'm not going to say where it was actually because it's like right near me, but I know you all know where it was because obviously you're from here. You're from Manchester. And I know where it is now. Who would you rather have, Salah or Mane? None. I'm not like none. I don't want them at United. I would never answer that question. Never. I would never sort of with these players, the Scousers. Do you know what I mean? I would never answer this question. I don't want either. Kind says Salah. Yeah, I just not answering that question at all, me. I'd love Trent Alexander-Arnold at United. If I speak on the right back that I'd like at United, Donny's going to screen record it and send it into a group chat or show it to Shaq, and I'm going to have people having a go at me. It's a Brighton right back that's just come back from injury. I'm not going to say his name. I'd love him at United. Absolutely love him. Not Trent. When Van Gaal said he will bring in CR7. It was never going to happen, was it? Because CR7 was literally in his prime. Why would he come to us, a team that was in transition, rebuilding? it was never going to work, was it? You know what I mean? Freddie, I've just gained a few followers because you tweeted about me, so I appreciate that if you're still in here. Genuinely though, like you should genuinely DM me to come on my podcast. Like I'll DM you after this stream. Because like you see, like I know we've been like interacting a lot, Jorginho or Kovacic. That's a difficult question. I'd have to say Jorginho. I'm sure you'll have seen that video. I don't know his name. The guy that's outside the club with his mate, and he's like saying, when we play Jorginho in the register position, we have to do this, this, and this, and this, and that's Tuchel ball in full effect. He's a good player, Jorginho. I'd like him at United. Lamptey, yeah, it is him, yeah. Not Pound. Don't be starting all that in the chat, please. We're not a chat. I'm not a channel where I'm gonna sort of be like that. I'll be silly on Twitter. Obviously, I'm only joking. You can say what you want here. Like, I'll obviously entertain most things. That video kills me. Yeah, it kills me because it's like it genuinely reminds me of a lot of people on football Twitter. Not just that, but a lot of people. You've seen me, Donny. Like I've spoke about certain people that can't switch off from football at any point in the life, like whether it's 2 a.m. in the morning or 7 a.m. in the morning or 10 p.m. at night. They can't switch off, and it reminds me of that. Like it reminds me of these sort of people. I might, but I've got some stuff to sort out. All right, anytime you're welcome, anytime. Oh, you guys have started the Wout, the Poden, and this Pack Prelish and all this. Don't be starting all this. Oh no, never mind. Catch a vibe. Oh, Shaq, I'm glad you've said that. I don't know if you guys have said. I've seen. I know there's a few of you. I've not really seen Nana Kofi. Oh, you're Kofi FC, aren't you? I've just realised. I'm not sure if I've seen Kofi. You all have seen the video because of the group chat. Joe, Alan, Kine, and Freddie. I'm not sure if you'll have seen that video of Lacroix where he's dancing with his mate. Oh, it's such. I really want to recreate it with my mate, but I can't dance. Like I can't dance for shit. Do you know what I mean? Let me move that a bit away from my mom. I can't dance. Like I'm there at the party doing that. Do you know what I mean? I'm that sort of person, and I'm not afraid to say that. I just can't dance at all. Lacroix, yeah, it's a great video. It's genuinely. It's like. It sounds stupid, like it sounds cringe because it's so like I sound like a sort of a teenage girl saying this, but like it is genuinely goals of how you want to be with your mates. Like it is a proper the video is a vibe, genuinely like not deep in it or anything, but the video is genuinely a vibe. It's how you want to be with your boys. Do you know what I mean? You're chilling out, you're dancing, you're doing whatever. Yeah, it's a great video, man. That video made by yeah, of course. Oh yeah, man. Like. It's a vibe, like it just gets you hyped, and it's the fact that they've probably not like. I think it was Lacroix and some guy that looks like him. They've probably not known each other for that long. They've probably known each other for maybe an hour or two, and they look like actual mates. You know what I mean? Elbow cough sanitizer. Wait, what's going on here, Joe? Wait, what? That video's next level. Yeah, it is next level. Oh yeah. I'm gonna rant about. Well, I'm not gonna rant. I'm gonna sort of say something here. I've said to you guys before. I love the soaps on this stream, on these streams. I love the soaps of Emmerdale, Coronation Street, EastEnders. They made out like there was going to be in a promo. They made out there was going to be a crossover between Emmerdale, EastEnders, Coronation Street, where characters were going to be in each soap, like mixing. However, there wasn't. It was just showing videos. It's shit. Like, what's going on? Should make a Discord server. I would do that, but I know it gets more toxic in Discord than it does on Twitter. And sometimes Twitter is way too toxic for me. Opinions on Dembele getting injured again after 20 minutes of football. Seems to be very injury prone, doesn't he? Like, I don't even know. I don't know how you get injured that much. It reminds me a bit of Welbeck. But obviously more injuries. Kante saying fuck you to the core vibe. Both of them vibes, man. 13th injury since joining Barca. When did he join Barca? 2017. That was ridiculous. Sad about it. All right, yeah, because obviously I know you're a Chelsea fan, Kofi, but I can see you repping Is you repping? Is that Ousmane Dembele in your profile picture? Oops. Such a great player, but the injuries are really hurting his career. Yep. Oh, would you guys like to see me try and get a green screen? By the way, I don't ever be able to. Again, I'm saying try. If I had the money, I could do it, and I could try and get someone to do it. I think I know someone to do it. And then Bele getting injured. Yeah, obviously, you never sort of like you want every player to get fucking. You want every player to get better. Do you know what I mean? Kofi Kingston. Oh, SOS. That was great, Shaq. When it was like SOS, that one. Oh, I actually vibe to that song sometimes. Like, I'm actually like genuinely when I'm hyped, I listen to that song. Oh yeah. I'll explain what I was explaining to Shaq the other day as well. Let me set up. So with my ADHD, even though Shaq says I never do anything, I always get like hyped here, like I've got like adrenaline, and I sort of want to like sort of move about a lot and shout a lot, or just listen to music and start vibing. Yeah, it's like. Do any of you guys get that? I know it's probably part of my ADHD, but do any of you guys get that? Do I watch wrestling? No, I used to. I've been to WWE live twice, but Shaq was saying you don't do anything like I rarely like. I'm mostly at home. Do you know what I mean? Just chilling. But I always get hyped. Green screen to Hawaii Island gal. See, again, I don't know how to sort of design a green screen. I would like to do something similar to the way the United stand do theirs, genuinely, like for the podcast, and then a chilled vibe for the sort of for these ones. But I don't know how to do it. I could ask someone who have been supporting as another small content creator recently if he knew. But again, I don't know how. Yeah, I get times where I just get hyped as fuck. Yeah, man. I wonder whether it's something with us from Manchester. Like I wonder whether that's just us. Do you know what I mean? Hello, mate. Hello, Vito. I hope you're all right. I don't think I've seen you in this chat before. You're always welcome to drop a like. Everyone, drop a like who's in here and subscribe, etc. Island boy. Oh, Island. Right. You're always thinking about girls, aren't you, Freddie? Like always. I could be hold on. I could be bored all day and randomly whiskey chilling, become hyped. Yeah, like well, I don't drink, but I could be bored all day, get a headache, have headache all day, and then I'll have a point where I'm on my own, like in the living room or whatever, just for an hour or so, or 2 hours or so, and I'm hyped. I've got music on, etc. Vito says this is my first time watching your live. Thank you for coming in, mate. I appreciate it. I would appreciate if you could drop a subscription and leave a like on the stream as well. And obviously, I do football podcasts. This one's just a Q&A. Manchester boys get hyped. Yeah, I genuinely think it is something to do with people from Manchester, because it seems to be quite a few of us. Like I was speaking to my mate yesterday, my mate Tom, and he gets hyped a lot as well. And it's like my mate Mohammed, who was live with the other week, he gets hyped a lot. It seems to be something with us from Manchester. I think about Memo and it goes back to my maths teacher, Freddie, man, Freddie. It would be great to meet someone like you or you in real life. Genuinely, like you're just so hilarious. Like you say the most outrageous shit. You say the like people think I say mad shit. You say the maddest shit. Right. Manchester DNA, of course, man. Money. When I'm hyped, I run. I don't run. I start genuinely. I'm not even gonna lie here. There's like a mirror. Let's say there was a mirror where my curtains are there. Yeah, obviously it's literally impossible because the window's there. But let's say the curtains are a mirror. So in my living room there's a mirror, and I'm just getting up like dancing or shouting at myself. Like you probably think, Ras, this guy's proper weird or proper ill or something. Like now I'm just shouting at myself, just, like proper hyped, like adrenaline rushing through me. I don't know, man. It's part of what makes me stand out, though. I guess I wouldn't change it. I love the times where I get hyped. Can you shout out my friend Park? He's going through a really tough time right now due to repping Mid Cutie. Who's Cutie and who's Park? Mid Cutie. Wait, what? I'm assuming it's a joke because you're saying due to repping someone. but I don't want to sort of like take it as a joke too much because in case like it's not a joke. Um. Oh yeah, Freddie. That thing that I retweeted last night was funny. I was locking eyes with a girl in college and staring at each other in a mate game. I was like, "You see my mate?" Yeah. I said, "Yeah." She said, "Stop staring, you freak." Slap. Oh, I can't even speak on that situation. But obviously, like girls from Manchester are like that, like saying, "Oh, stop staring, you freak," or say something like that. Like, oh, that is funny. That a rapper. All right, I don't even listen to him. That proves. Again, I don't know. Yeah, Kid Cudi. God, that is a funny story. That man. That is a funny story. Would you agree? Yeah. Again, I don't listen to Kanye West. I feel like he's a bit like corny, like a bit weird. I don't know. I listen to like American Boy with Estelle and Kanye West, but I don't know. There's something about him. I get called uncultured when I say things like that, though. The fact that I don't listen to Kanye West and the fact that, like, another example, I've not seen Home Alone, stuff like that. I thought I got kicked from the group chat then. Donny, if you're in here, I thought you have to watch Home Alone. Freddie, my mum, it's like my mum's favourite Christmas film. What songs do I listen to? I was saying in a Twitter space before, I could listen to about 20 different types of fucking music within the space of an hour. Genuinely, like I could listen to the Stone Roses, and then I could listen to Bugsy Malone, and then I could listen to H, or then I could listen to this person, whatever. Do you know what I mean? I could listen to like Take Me Home, Country Roads, whatever. So I listen to a lot of different music. I would say my favorite artist right now is probably A Boogie, unculturedly, and I get called this so much. You have to watch Home Alone. Keen, did you just say you've not seen Home Alone? Yeah, I've not seen it. Yeah, I'm not genuinely not seen it. I'm not seeing any of them. I've seen like a clip, clips a few times, and that's it. Man listens to English rap. Yeah, of course. Like, well, I prefer English rap to American rap. That's just my personal preference. I don't know about yous. Um, yeah, I do need to. I don't know whether that's gonna work. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I don't even know how much a green screen will be. By the way, I'd have to buy like a. It wouldn't be a real green screen like in a studio. It would be like one that can clip onto my chair here and here, and then go like behind me here, so you won't be able to see the scarf, for example. But it would be ideal because you can literally see my bed. You know what I mean? You can literally see everything that's around me. It's a bit like, you can see my full room. Honest Pancho fan. Keen, how did it feel to interview Fabrizio? Were you nervous or something? Right, this is a very I love answering this question. Genuinely love answering this question because I still don't know how I managed to calm down. So, like genuine days leading up to it. It weren't confirmed until the day before that I was going to do it with him, and I didn't even think that was real at that point. I thought maybe he won't join the call or something like that, and obviously I was very nervous. But when I woke up on the morning, obviously I woke up there in my bed, and I was genuinely shaking. My arms were shaking because I'm thinking this is a massive moment as a new content creator, someone who like has got like, millions of followers. I'm doing something with. So genuinely, my arms were shaking, genuinely. And the moment that he joined the call, up until the moment that he joined the call, my arms were shaking. And then the moment that he joined the call, I was fine. I calmed down instantly. You see me stutter a few times in the video, but I calmed down instantly like that. And I don't know how, and I don't know why, but I calmed down instantly, and I'm not sure how. Keen on the same to fair. I'll have grind blasting a couple minutes later, then Oasis and Lilies. Yeah, literally, literally, that is literally me. Yeah. Kung Fu Panda is sick. Kinetic Gun has a great cameo in it as well. I can imagine myself on that bed. Oh my Jesus, Freddie. Freddie, man. Freddie. What? I've got to take a picture of that. I'm gonna send you that on DM. Ready. Shush Friday. What? Oh my god. I won't like put that public or anything. Don't worry. Like it'll just be like an inside joke. Did you know that Freddie attends where Harry Potter was filmed from school? Like, fun fact. Wait, is that actually true? I've never actually watched Harry Potter. I don't like Harry Potter, but is that actually true? Honest Pancho fan. I'm assuming. Are you United UAs from Twitter, or are you someone else? Um, I know that someone called United UAs has the same like profile picture as you that like do on your YouTube on Twitter. What's Hogwarts. Oh right. Again, I know basically nothing about it. CFC Maxis and CFC. They are basically the same person, but they're not hideous. They are basically. I always say you're basically the same person, like literally. I don't know how these 9 people in here just listening to me just waffle bare shit, but I love it. 10 people now. I appreciate you coming in. No, obviously I don't normally see you in the live chat. I suppose I'm normally live at different times. I'm normally live at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday, for example, where you might be at college or you might be at school or you might be at work or whatever. Joe wears a tech fleece to weddings. Bloody hell. I thought they were the same. Well, I've never thought they were the same, but obviously it's sort of an inside joke where I sort of say, you two are basically the same person. You basically tweet about the same things. It's class, though, man. It's class. I eat salmon with ketchup. I can't talk, kind. I eat literally chicken nuggets, fucking beans, and then mayonnaise all over. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't talk. But God knows. It is what it is, innit? We like what we like. Well, I just pressed something there. I thought beans and mayo. Oh yeah, I would have known you would know. What is this? 22 gay tweets. It's just the madness, like he's always tweeting a madness. With Oki and Goated Day in the group chat when I saw that. Yeah, and now I send it in just to wind everyone up. And I lost followers because someone tweeted the picture of it before. I lost about 4 followers from it. And obviously losing 4 followers on an account where I've basically got none anyway. How are you guys anyway? I hope you're all right. It seems you're all right. I don't tweet anything to do with that, don't I? Always sending the beans and mayo. Yeah, of course. Always. Obviously, Kofi, you'll know that you'll know from when, like originally when Kyle was in the group chat, like very, very early on. It was like, when was it? Was it like June? I think it was June because I remember creating the group chat in June at my nana's. I was sat at my nana's. It might have been just before the Euro started. So it was a while ago now. 5 months. The day Friday gets packed, the day we celebrate. No, I don't celebrate anyone getting packed. Not at all. I know how it feels. I remember. Here's a story about what like the day I got banned. I was literally on Twitter. Obviously, I was supposed to be doing something at college. I was like doing a project, and I was sort of. I don't like. It was hard to like thing. I was having an argument back and forth about Ollie, but I still don't believe that I should have been banned for what I said. But besides the point, anyway, my heart was racing when I got banned because I thought this is my podcast account. Like you can literally see the logo there on the right or the left or whatever. So my heart was racing when I got banned, and I thought I'm absolutely fucked because I used to say if the day I get banned, the day I'll just be genuinely fucked. Beans and mayo, nah. Beans and bread, yes. No, I don't have anything with bread. I was in it earlier. Now I dead. Yep. Day Joy 6 feet under. They will cry. Tears of joy. That is bad, Freddie. That is bad. If I say, I have to whisper that because if I say something like that on YouTube, there's a possibility that I get banned. Got to be careful what I say. Oh yeah. I'm glad you guys do put up with the tweets that I put out, by the way, because it's not always about football. Most of the time, my tweets nowadays aren't about football. What the fuck, Friday? Jesus, Donny, you're goated. To be fair, you're goated in the same way. in a similar way that Freddie and Max are in a similar way, but you're known for like not speaking in spaces that makes you go. That's thoughts on KSI. Joe, I think. Well, I heard that he was like unwell or something, so obviously I hope he gets well soon. One of the best. I'll never agree that he what so all of us UK content creators could run in how the big ones treat him. They treat him like he's this god and bow down to him on all this. I'll never do that. Never. It's not the way it is. But with KSI, one of the best content creators out there with when he first started, like genuinely one of the best. My opinion, subreddit videos killed the content of a lot of great YouTubers. I've said this a few times. Killed the content of a lot of great YouTubers, subreddit videos. But that's not KSI's fault. I know he's got 2 channel strikes now, so he's got to be careful what he says on YouTube. I know that they'll never ban him because, well, unless it's an automated ban and then they unban him, because he means so much. Do you know what I mean? To the platform, he's such an asset to the platform. But he's not my cup of tea anymore. Most YouTubers, Wallen, aren't my cup of tea anymore. That's just because of the rules of this platform, and it just isn't. It isn't what it used to be anymore. You played this FIFA opinions on it, right? I've spoke about this a few times, but again, I'll give my opinion on it. With this FIFA, I don't think it's good, but I don't know whether that's because I don't like gaming. So it's quite a long story, so stay tuned. In lockdown, like lockdown 1, I was going through a lot of mental health issues and stuff like that. So I was on my PlayStation as a sort of escape. I'll say around 12 to 14 hours a day. Now, obviously, you're thinking now, right? He's on this an awful lot. My whole childhood, I've been always kind of go upstairs on my Xbox, kind of go upstairs on my PlayStation, etc. And it's always been that. But with this, now I'll say the start of the middle of lockdown 1, I went downstairs and started to watch TV with my mum and started to chill out and do you know what I mean? Rather than just being on my PlayStation all day. And I just sort of lost interest and lost touch with gaming. Now, like I've said this before, now when I'm sat here now, I'm interacting with you guys. I can literally see people, real people, having a conversation in chat. Whether that's a conversation over a call, then it's not. But do you know what I mean? I'm talking to you. You've just started this conversation about FIFA, for example. Whereas I'm on my own, sat there on my PlayStation, and I don't like that. I prefer to be physically around people nowadays. It's just my personal preference, and I don't know why that is. But again, I've spoke about it a few times. I'll probably speak about it again. But for me, it just helps me and helps my mental health. So I just like. I'm not saying it's not anything wrong with this FIFA. I just think gaming for me, I'm just not interested in it anymore. But Donny says I'll try to speak more about the space, but my accent is very strong and I sound like I'm talking really fast. You've heard me, Donny. I constantly swearing, constantly getting slated in spaces, and speak very fast and stutter a lot as well. So, well, I don't stutter, but I like talk very fast and try to get my words out. So I struggle. FIFA 22 is better than 21, 2019. But Joe, I would say FIFA 21, FIFA 20, FIFA 19, FIFA 18, and FIFA 17 were all copy and paste of the same exact game. FIFA 20, FIFA 22. I completely agree with that. Yeah, I agree. FIFA 22 is one of the better FIFAs in recent years. Again, I've just not played it enough to even know, to even give my opinion. Soundtrack wise, but actual game 20 is the worst in my opinion. Again, I've never listened. I don't listen to the soundtracks. I've not done that since like FIFA 15. It's just normally silence. Key and Q&A being class. I appreciate that, Alan. I appreciate that. The reason why that is because I like to explain things in depth as well. And obviously, the football podcasts, I'm going to continue with them. I love them. They're something I want to do for the future. However, this one, I want you guys to get to know me more. I want to be a real person rather than just someone just chatting shit about football. I want to be a real person. I feel like a lot of people love YouTubers that are genuinely real people that you know, you know what I mean? That feel like more authentic. And I know I've not got many viewers, but again, I'll always try and be authentic. I don't play games other than FIFA anymore, to be fair. Fair enough. For me, I've just completely gone off gaming. I don't know why that is. Again, just me personally. I've been playing pro clubs more. Pro Club's goated. Again, yeah, you could obviously you're interacting with your mates there, etc., and you're having a fun time there. For me, Pro Clubs would be a thing where I just pick it up for a few minutes and then for an hour or two and then leave it. A bit like GTA where I've done that in recent years, where in the past year or two, picked it up for a few minutes and left it. Facts, especially when you play with the boys. Yeah, of course. Like when you're playing with the boys, it's great. Do you know what I mean? But like you all have to be online at the same time. You all have to be free and in the right headspace at the same time. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of factors that go into play. For me and my mates, do you know what I mean? Yeah, Danny, don't worry about your as in your accent or anything like that. Like with me, you can literally you'll hear me stutter or like I'll take 10 minutes to explain something that can be explained in like 1 minute or like oh well that's a bit of an exaggeration, but that's just an example. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to worry about that. Kind of did see your last message, but I'm not going to mention that because obviously it's all over now and I don't want it being brought up again. Do you know what I mean? I'll end this soon probably. My feet are absolutely freezing. I've got no socks on, and I'm trying to get a heater for my room as well. I'm gonna try and get this room sorted so I can be doing these podcasts to the best of my potential. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like I've got a green screen at some point. It'll be like I say, it'll be a clip-on green screen. It won't be a normal green screen. I'll talk with y'all. We'll have to get used to my slang. Of course, yeah, of course. I will probably say, "What do you mean?" or "What's that mean?" or etc. As you know, Donny, you'll have probably been told in Spaces. You'll have seen in the group chat that I'm trying not to be as active in Spaces at the moment. With my sleep schedule, it's absolutely effed. Where from Manchester you from? I'm not going to say in this. I'm not going to say in this. I just can't say in this. I would rather not say in this. Yeah, it'll be. You'll probably know. You'll probably know. Let's just say that. Yeah, I just wouldn't say it in a live stream. Sophie, you're constantly horny, aren't you? Like you just are. I don't enjoy gaming as much, but when no one comes out, it's not my only thing. Fair enough. For me, with my only thing, like I'll say my only thing. I've been talking to two of my mates a lot more than I used to recently. We sort of drifted a lot. My mate Tom and my mate Mohammed, we drifted a lot, and I've been talking to them a lot more, which is good. So I'll either talk to them or I'm on Twitter a lot, or I'm watching TV. Again, I've mentioned I like to watch the soaps with my mum, or I'm watching football, or I'm going to the match. However, with sort of like I don't know how to explain it. I like watching Gogglebox, for example, or just watching TV and being physically around people rather than just be gaming. But I can understand why it's your only thing. It's been my only thing previously. Do you know what I mean? For many years. You know, you'll have bots coming on my account if you say hack to coming in my chat. I mean, if you say hack, I'll rep my foot if I hit 2K on Twitter. I don't even think I'm gonna end up hitting 2K. You know, I probably will at some point. It's just going to be a long grind, isn't it? Again, I keep getting told it's all about the content. My uncle said it's all about the content rather than trolling people, etc. Before you end stream, can you say hello to Friday? Is a big fan of Whoa, that is proper bad. That is proper bad. I'll probably end the stream in about 10 minutes if people aren't chatting. But I can see these 9 people in it. It's normally around 4 people when I'm live, and then the stream does well afterwards. But it's doing well for some reason. Because I was going to go live about 1, and I thought people are in school, people are in college, people are in work. So I thought 3 o'clock, because I can't do it around 5 because I'm going gym. So obviously I thought maybe 3 o'clock, maybe a good time, and it seems to have been a good time. Make sure to drop a like, by the way, that you guys are in here. I've mentioned this before, but make sure to drop a like. There's 11 likes on it so far. Yeah, I think my son. I don't know if you guys have got Virgin Media, obviously, special you ones. I know Donny's not in the UK right now, but especially ones from the UK right now that are in the UK right now who's got Virgin Media. Is your Virgin Media messing up? because mine's messing up. Or it was before anyway. I don't know about right now, but it was before. Mine's been fine. All right, fair enough. Because again, I was mentioning before, Joe, my Snapchat's been messing up. My Twitter I thought my Twitter was banned before because it wouldn't let me tweet. And I turned I turned my Wi-Fi off on 4G, and it let me tweet. It just let me tweet, and it's letting me send snaps and etc. But I weren't receiving snaps or anything. But like when I should have been receiving snaps, when people were telling me on message that they'd snap me, you know what I mean? It like on Instagram message, for example. So some reason it was just messing up. I don't know what's wrong with it. Maybe I need to restart my phone. I don't know. It used to be bad. My speed is very when the speed is good, it's really good, but it goes down a lot. Haven't been in the UK for so long. All right, I thought you were from the UK, Alan. Especially it's like quite an English name, Alan. I think. I think, and I know quite a few people call Alan. Recently switched from BT to Virgin, and wish we didn't. BT is so bad it cuts out every 5 minutes. I've had BT Wi-Fi before. All right, I'm gonna go. See you later, Kian. See you later, Kyan. Thank you for joining in. I have to get my phone fixed. To the person who's just snapped me saying your phone sounds fucked, who's watching this now, I'll have to get it fixed. I was going to reply, but I thought I need to interact with the chat just before I leave. PT. Jesus, chill in the chat, man. Like we're not all about trolling here, you know. We're not in the United Stand live chat or anything like that. Like where there's like 5,000 people in the live chat just trolling everyone. Oh yeah, I got told to explain what happened with Goldbridge as well. Right. So I tweeted something when we won 3-0 about Goldbridge, saying, does this guy not know how to celebrate a 3-0 win? My opinion. Like I wouldn't be moaning after a 3-0 win. Why would I? So he's gone. Somehow the tweets reached him. I didn't mention his name. I didn't tag him. No one tagged him. Somehow the tweets reached him. So somehow, like I say, somehow the tweets reached him. And then he's gone and said, I asked him for a follow back for weeks. And then using him to get interaction. First of all, the post was nothing to do with asking for a follow back. Second of all, yes, I did ask you for a follow back. Who cares the fact that I asked you for a follow back? It's not like you're roasting me or something like that. Just give your opinion on what I've said. You know what I mean? Rather than going like that. Third of all, whatever. Fourth of all, like, why does it matter? Why does it matter about the fact I'm asking you for a follow back? So I thought. Like people thought I was genuinely offended. I weren't offended. I just woke up. I'd literally woke up and seen about 100 plus notifications. I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on here? So I've seen Mark's name and I'm thinking, wow, something mad's happened here. So obviously I've seen that and I've seen people going, oh, you've took an L, and I've literally gained followers from it. I've not took an L. Plus it's Twitter. And the amount of L's I take on Twitter, I'll always come back from, as proved. So I'm thinking, what's going on? And then he just keeps going on. I seen a screenshot of something he said or something like that. And then it was like, so you've seen me asking for you for a follow back and you gonna take shots at me about that. Why does that matter? Reply with a football opinion. And plus, why are you replying anyway, saying that I'm using you to get interaction? If I'm using you to get interaction, why does that matter? You're a big name. Who cares? You're big. You literally got around 998,800 and odd more subscribers than me. Do you know what I mean? Who cares? Do you know what I mean? Didn't Mark used to following you on the old account? Yeah, and I stated in the post about him, I'll always appreciate your support. Like I'll always appreciate the support that you show me. But like what? Football opinions that you only believe and others laugh at you for that. Yeah, well, the fact that it went from being a football discussion to not a football discussion because he said something that was nothing to do with football. It confused me. I weren't offended. It just like confused me. But he's like, again, I've got a lot of respect for the guy. Do you know what I mean? I'll probably end in a second. I'll reply to you, Snap, the person who said my phone's fucked as well. I will reply to you, Snap. Who's just adding me? My Snapchat's absolutely glitched. I genuinely, I'm gonna have to delete it or something. What's one opinion that you will get flamed for saying? I'll give you two. I want Graham Potter at United, and I want Tariq Lamptey at United. And another one, Tariq Lamptey is one of the best right backs in the Premier League. Genuinely. Don't no Rashford slander here, Joe. No Rashford slander here. That's a criminal offence in this chat. Criminal offence. Let me just reply to this. Don't end. I'm gonna have to soon because my feet are freezing. Like I'm sat here with my feet freezing. I'm gonna have to move about and get warm. Like my feet genuinely feel like ice cubes. It's not Rashford slander. It's just Pepe prop. You calling him Rashford? Pepe CI. No. Brighton fantasy. I'm not a Brighton fan. I'm not a Brighton fan. It's just Tariq Lamptey prop era. It's fucking it is Graham Potter prop era. Also, McTominay, genuine. It's McTominay prop era now. One of the most underrated eights in the Premier League. Thoughts on NASA? To be fair, I don't concentrate on all that. I don't know about all that. Like McTominay, you know. No McTominay slander here, or I'll start slandering Donny Van. No, I won't slander anyone. Appreciate the food you give to kids. That's why Rashford. That is getting you cooked anywhere. Well, I guess, yeah, but I'll explain that snap in a minute. I'm just sending a snap right now on YouTube just to explain to YouTube. I'll explain that snap that I just sent to you in a minute. You guys are literally seeing me like behind the scenes sending snaps to people. You know, it's fucking open book. Wait, what are you talking about? DMs, Freddie? McTominay has a good shot on him. I feel like he's just a very good player when he's a box to box. My uncle said from early, that like from like the first game you've seen him, he's not a CDM, he's a box to box. And he is like he is a box to box, and he's a very good player. I feel like he is a very good player. There's absolutely no reason, if that makes sense. There's no reason why Fergie, Mourinho, Van Gaal, Schweinsteiger all rate McTominay, and have spoke highly on McTominay. There's absolutely there's no reason for that. Who's the best account on Twitter? A YouTuber that I used to watch was the best account on Twitter. A YouTuber that I do watch was the best account on Twitter before he got suspended, and he said he's not coming back on Twitter anymore. He went on Twitter with sole purpose to get suspended. Who's the best account that I follow? You've got to be one of them. You, Max. From when I say account, I mean tweets. When I say people that I've actually spoke to, genuine people, Shaq, fucking, he's a crazy person. Like he's a great person to speak to. Like, could speak to him all day. He's proper interesting. Ollie Season, I know his actual name, but I'm not going to say his name. Ollie Season 7, he's a great person to speak to. Who else? Logan Warby on Twitter, he's a great person to speak to. When I'm talking about people, your tweets are great, but when I'm talking about people to speak to, I mean in spaces or in calls or on Snap or whatever, or just having a joke throughout the day in DMs, etc. There's quite a few. Like Donny, you're like low key, genuinely like goated. And the fact that I'll always recognize you as well because you've been here from like the start. Definitely doesn't have the awareness to be a CDM. No, he doesn't. Joe, I'm not going to put that on because I know it's a conspiracy theory, and because it's a conspiracy theory, it can be investigated throughout YouTube, as far as I'm aware. An hour and a half, is this my longest live stream so far? I think it is, I'd have to look. An hour and 18 minutes. That's what I've just seen there. 55 minutes, an hour and 1 minute, 2 hours and 1 minute with the watch along. 53. It's not my longest so far. Well, no, I think it's one of my longest. 1 hour and 30 minutes. One of them got to. So this one's just got to that now. So it's great. That's doing well for the watch hours as well. I meant to mention that as well, actually. With you guys that are supporting me. So to get monetization, to be able to get adverts on videos or to get paid or whatever, start super chat option. You need 4,000 watch hours, people to watch you for 4,000 hours. And I'm thinking, that's so much. That sounds so much. That is so much effort. But in 6 months already, we've got 600 watch hours. I want genuinely, I'm not going to pander to you guys. I'm not someone that's going to pander, but I'm always going to thank you guys. So thank you for the support. Genuinely, thank you for the support. And I'm not just going to pander, like, genuinely thank you. Because I sit here sometimes, and I'll look at my channel and I'll think, that says 17,000 views. In 6 months, 16 to 17,000 people have viewed my channel. And in 6 months, people have viewed my channel for a total of 600 hours at least, which is mental. Mental to me. That is crazy, that. Win. Of course, man, of course. Of course. If I watch every video, get you adverts. Well, kind of. I don't know how to explain it, Alan. I wouldn't, obviously, even if I hit that 4,000 watch hour thing, I wouldn't be able to be a full-time YouTuber like that. It'd take time to build up my audience, etc. However, to be able to, you'd have to work out something, not you, like me. Like I'd have to work out something like where, like, let's say if I did another interview for Fabrizio Romano, for example, just as an example, and let's say it got 3,000 views, like that. I'm just throwing out a ballpark figure, and 2,000 people watched it for 20 minutes. That's 4,000 minutes, and how many hours is that, and etc. So you'd have to watch that. Thoughts on Sidemen? I think a few of them are weird freaks. I think Harry Rotoshaw is elite. If it was YouTube 2017 now, he would be the best YouTuber on the planet, in my opinion. Like, genuine, in my opinion, he would be the best YouTuber on the planet. I feel like Toby is a very good rapper, very, very good rapper, very, very good. However, just apart from that, quite dry. I feel like just a few of them are just weird, just like weird freaks. KSI, obviously, the biggest guy. I've got a lot of respect for KSI, and I don't blame him for changing up his content. I wouldn't want to lose 2 or 3 channels with, like, what is it, 25 to 50 million subscribers altogether on all of his channels. I wouldn't want to lose that either. But what I would do if I was in JJ's position, in my opinion, I'd just stop uploading. I'd just dip. He's made his money. He's done that. And for me, I know it's his choice, whatever he finds fun, whatever he wants to do. However, I couldn't bring myself to change my content in the sense of going back on what I believe in, because he's got 2 channel strikes. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I can't speak much more because of the rules on here, but I just can't. Hopefully next year you can achieve that and also start gathering ideas for World Cup content. Done it. And I think I've mentioned it on Spaces before when you've been in there. I'd absolutely love, and you probably won't have seen Saturday Social. Let me give you an example of Spencer Owen, or even Goldbridge on the United Stand, or Goldbridge on That's Football, or Stretford Paddock. These channels, how they have the graphics and they do stuff like this, and quiz shows, and Football Daily, how they do stuff like that, and stuff like that. I'd love to do stuff like that. However, I just don't know how to. And I'd also love to do at least one podcast, but definitely, I know I'd get like addicted to it if I did one. I'd want to do at least one podcast with someone in real life in a studio because I'd be like, the energy would be bouncing off each other. I've done podcast episode with my uncle, as you see on my previous videos, when I'm just sat here with my uncle. However, we're in a squeezed space. You know what I mean? Where it's a tight space and we're struggling and stuff like that. And I'm still getting confidence in front of camera at that point. So I'd love to do one with someone in real life. It would be amazing. Simon Minter is my least favorite human. Nothing personal. Least favorite human. Nothing personal. That makes it personal. Harry Humer is elite. He's on drugs. Whatever he does in his personal time is his choice, Alan. Whatever he does in his personal time. Ben AFC, I don't actually know who Ben AFC is, you know. I don't actually know who he is. Let me actually search him up. Who is he? Have I heard of him? Who is he? Can you explain who he is? Oh, it's a joke. Oh, right. Sorry. That's obviously my bad for not getting that. Sorry. Look at it. Look up his TikTok. Oh, I don't have TikTok. I actually, I've always said I wouldn't download TikTok. However, I would genuinely love to do that. To recreate that Lacroix TikTok. You've seen me talking about it like about 10 times already in the past 24 hours, Donny. Me and Shaq talking about it. I would love to recreate it, but I can't. Look up he does TikTok with the worst opinions. Right. That explains why I don't know at the start of TikTok. I'm probably going to end this soon, to be fair. Got pain for some reason in my hands. I think I genuinely get too cold all the time. Like my blood circulation is awful. Donny will probably know that's because of my diet. Just awful diet. I don't actually know what I'm gonna have for tea, to be fair. TikTok is good for promotion. Not gonna lie, my friend got like 1 million views on one of his music vids. That is mental. That Donny, yeah, you've just said something that's like definitely true. A few of my family need like B12 injections, vitamin B12 injections. So that might be a reason, and that might be a reason why I'm always tired. Meet Mayo Man, you know, TikTok is good from that's a mental amount of views. That again, I just wouldn't have the dedication to do that. I think I'm mainly dedicated to Twitter now. My comp's been dying. Just keep going. Excuse me. Friday, I will send you a picture of one of when we're talking about beans and mayo. I'll send you a picture of one because you're the sort of person that would like it. I'm gonna end this now, lads and lasses. If there's any girls in here, I hope you all have a good, late afternoon / evening. Thank you for tuning in. I'll stay in for 2 minutes for you to say goodbye. Another thing I just want to suggest as well, if you know how to get music playing via StreamYard, like genuinely, like if I could get like, let's say, Country Roads playing on StreamYard, let me know. DM me on Twitter. Just DM me. Like again, I don't know that much about this software. I don't know that much about how to do all this. I'm still learning, so just DM me. But yeah, see you later. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Great Q&A and peace.